I'm learning Chinese. Teach me.
树弯钩，
Shu Wan Go.
树弯钩。
YouTube family, what's up? Alright, welcome back to my channel one more time. I am Claudius Maye. I was just thinking, like today, I have not dropped a video on my channel like for the past 2 weeks, and I said, it doesn't make sense. I invite people to my channel and then I have nothing for them to interact with, no content. So if you're here for the first time, you're on Claudius Maye's channel, and I invite you to subscribe and like the content at the end, or if you want to do it at the beginning, as you wish. So today we're going to talk about Chinese and what makes it so hard to learn. So I have been in China for almost 4 years, and I would say that Chinese is the hardest language that I've ever tried to learn. And today I'm going to explain to you why it is so hard to learn. Now, when we learn Spanish, hey, hola, ¿cómo está? Estoy bien, gracias, y tú? It's like you're saying, hey, hi, how are you? Estoy bien, I am fine, I am well. Y tú? How are you? You just speak it and there's no tone to it. Yes, there's a place for tone in language. For instance, if you're saying something, the tone with which you say it cannot change the meaning. And we understand that that is something that is fundamental about language. But Chinese, to be honest, it's different. And I'm going to give you an example. And in fact, I found an example online. That illustrates or uses a worldview that is similar to mine. Because as you know, if you look behind me, you would see musical gadgets. So you see studio monitors. You see musical instrument right here. This keyboard is no good. I mean, I use it to make as a reference when I'm creating music and all that. I use that to create my music, like to write, help me to make reference with a pitch. Sometimes I don't need to do that, but it's not a professional keyboard. In fact, I have a professional keyboard back in my home country, Jamaica. But I just decided I'm not going to spend any more money and buy one over here, because in fact I have two in Jamaica, and one of the two is actually really good. It's a really big, full-size, weighted keyboard, and I said I'm not going to buy anymore, so I'm just keeping this. Sometimes I use the one that I have at home. But to get back to the subject about Chinese, we're going to take a look at the example right here. If you look at it, the first tone, if you look at the lines and spaces, it's like music. You learn about the 5 lines and 4 spaces. So the lines go, the first line is from the bottom. So the more you go down here is a low tone, right? And the more you go up is the higher the pitches get. So the more you go to the top is the higher the pitches get. So I actually like this this inference that they have used in like using a musical staff notation to give you a reference of the pitches. So if you look, the first tone, so Chinese, basically the language is usually spoken in 4 tones. In fact, I'm going to provide a conversation that I had with a Chinese friend, which is someone who I went to earlier for a little bit of Chinese tutorial. And she said, which I knew before, that Chinese is spoken in 4 different tones. Some people argue that there's an additional neutral tone, which is a 5th tone. But to be honest, when I speak Chinese, I really don't think about that. My Chinese is no good. To be honest with you, sometimes I speak Chinese to people and they look at me. It's like I'm saying the right words, but the pitches are not where they're supposed to be. And because of that, it makes it a little bit hard for them to understand what I'm saying. Wow, it's really hard sometimes. Frustrating. Alright, so let's take a look at this first tone. Ma. That's the first tone. That's the highest tone. Ma. And then you go to the third tone, which is the low one. Ma. And the falling tone is ma. So it's like, to be honest, I've really not, I wouldn't even say mastered it, because I'm nowhere on it. When I'm speaking, I'm just speaking, hey, ni hao, I'm not even thinking about that. But to be a fluent Chinese speaker, you have to get that into the mix, and that is something that I'm lacking. So that's one reason that makes Chinese so hard. The second reason is that whereas we, in the English alphabet, we have 26 letters, right? I think Spanish is what, I'm not sure, I think it's about 28. A, B, C, D, N, A, F, A. To be honest, I didn't even recite this before I started this video. I'm just improvising, you know. I remember when I was studying Spanish, because I did Spanish when I was going to high school, and all of those things. So when we speak, or when we study English, we use these 26 letters in the English alphabet to pronounce words. Now, with Chinese, they use the English alphabet letters to teach them how to pronounce the characters. In this video, I am going to demonstrate to you the different parts of the different characters. So for instance, let's take a look at this character. This is the character that is called Ren, which means people. Now, this character consists of different parts, which I will make you hear later on in this video. You see what I'm talking about now, people? So these are the different parts of the character, but you have to use the English language words to help you to pronounce the characters. And that is what makes learning Chinese very difficult. So whereas we just use solely the letters to pronounce the words, they have to use the characters to pronounce. Not the characters, they have to use the letters to help them to pronounce the characters. Now in English language, when you think about the letter Q, Q is usually followed by the consonant Q, because in language, we have vowels and we have consonants. So the 5 vowels are A, E, I, O, U. And consonants are anything but the vowels. Now, it's hard to create a word in English without the use of a vowel. So vowels always must be combined. Consonants must be combined with vowels, except in the case of Y, for buy. Like for buy, you can say B-Y, that's a word. There's no vowel in that. But the Y, it almost serves as a vowel. But Chinese, you can have 2 consonants that make a word. Can you believe that, guys? In Chinese, you can have 2 consonants that create a word. Let me give an example. True. Q-U. Q is a consonant in English. And Q is also a consonant in English. You put both of them together, you get Q. Like for instance, I know people over here, Mr. Q. You call him. In fact, my apologies. It's not actually pronounced Q. It will be pronounced as Chu. So the Q in Chinese sounds like a CH. Right? The Q in Chinese sounds like a CH. For instance, if you have Q-I-A-N, you wouldn't say Qian. It's actually pronounced like Qian. It's like you're saying C-H-I-A-N. All right, let me give you a next one now. You have, so a lot of times you see, you have Qian, you have Chu, you have Qi, Q-I, well, that has a vowel. No, I'm not really focusing on vowels and consonant, but I'm just trying to teach you the difference with English language and Chinese. Qi, like you said, dubichi, 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 or you say stuff like, what's the one, what is it, what's the next one like you want to thank, I can't remember. Can you believe I can't remember anything right now? Like, for instance, you want to say like, bukachi, bukachi, I was trying to remember. Bukachi. You see that? Bukachi. Right, so bukachi. You see, like, for instance, the chi is QI. You wouldn't say bukaki, So, so the Chinese, to be honest, I watched a video maybe about 2 years ago, and Chinese, I think Chinese was like the hardest language in the world to master, to learn, or to become fluent at. They say it take you like about 7 years. So I am halfway, but to be honest, I think I'm a little bit lazy sometimes, and also busy too. Not just lazy, sometimes I'm busy because right now I have assignments that I should be working on right now because I'm doing some studies right now, and I have assignments that I need to work on, and I just say, hey, I'm gonna drop this video for the people and get them to do something, and so to interact and see what's going down, because I know, music is not everything to people. People, what I've discovered too is like people seem to engage more with stuff that I share that does not have anything to do with music. So I just decided that I'll try to make this thing a comprehensive experience for people, not just owning music, but, and gentle people, it takes a while to create and edit these videos. So I'm kind of asking that you give it a thumbs up, share it with someone, because I've purchased some new gear, and I'll be doing some lives, some YouTube lives, and I'll let you guys know when that's gonna come out. I'm gonna do some lives because I have purchased some new gears. Oh, see, I have my camera here, my Nikon. What's the name? My Nikon D5600. Can you see that? Yeah, my camera. So sometimes I use this to do my video. I've got a couple more stuff. I have one in Jamaica too. Yeah. It's actually funny though. Over here, the lenses over here are more expensive. The money that I paid for the entire bundle on Amazon did not get me all of this, because this came with only one lens. This is actually the longer lens. I didn't get the small lens and the long lens, whereas when I purchased it in the USA, I paid a little less and I get both. So what they explained to me is that lens is expensive in China. I was a little bit surprised to learn of that, because I was saying, hey, China is a place where everything is produced, so why is it so expensive? So to summarize, what makes Chinese harder to learn is they speak in pitches. So you have a first tone, you have a second tone, you have a third tone, and you have a fourth tone. So the first tone, it would be like the high pitch sound, ma. The second tone would be like, below that first tone, ma. No, not that. That's actually something that see, I can't even do it so good. Can't believe it. I'm telling you about Chinese, and it's like I don't even know about it myself. What kind of teacher am I? I'm a bad teacher. I'm talking to you about something that I know of, yes, but it's like I can't demonstrate it so well. It's like ma, ma, no, ma, 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 ma. Okay, that sounds more like it. But then again, when I speak it, I kind of like the idea of like sounding like a man. So the first tone is relative to how you speak. So it's not like you have to sound at my pitch, because if you have a deeper pitch voice as a man, for instance, your first tone could be ma, 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 ma. That actually sounds, but that doesn't sound right. That actually sounds higher than the first one. I can't do it so good, and that's really bad because I'm a musician. But I'm really having a little bit of trouble like getting this thing. It's just, I'm going to give you some more examples. So stick around and watch some more of this video.
She's teaching me how to pronounce the Chinese. See?
树沟，树沟，树
Shu go.
树沟，
This is not easy, people, because it's Chinese people speak in pitches, so it's different.
树弯沟，
Shu wan go.
树弯沟，
Right. Share go.
斜沟，
斜沟
斜沟，
But
Yes.
see, I don't want to sound like I want to speak it and sound like a man. Chinese is not easy in terms of they speak in pitches. It's not like when we speak English, we're just speaking. They're speaking in pitches. Okay, let me try from the beginning. Let me go from here. Dian, Hang, Shu, Pierre, Na, T, Pierre, Dan. Yeah. Yeah. Pierre,
Dian.
Dan. Oh,
Dian.
Pierre, Dian.
Yeah.
Shu, T, Hang, Ju, T.
Yes.
One go. You see?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So it looks. Let me make. You can. You see. You see. These are the different tones in Chinese. It's very funny. Wow. This is the first time it's like I'm really like studying it. This Chinese thing, like that. I didn't plan this. I come to this shop all the time. She's my good little Chinese friend, so she helped me with Chinese. But I can't write it, but she's helping me to learn a few things. I want to learn how to write it, so she's actually teaching me the parts of the different characters in Chinese.
Heng go.
Hang go,
Heng go.
hang ju go.
Heng zhe go.
Yeah. Hang.
Zhe.
Same sound, right? Hang ju go.
Yes. Heng zhe go.
Yeah, why couldn't they make just say it normal? Just say it, you know? Why do you have to make it so hard, man? Okay, that's it. Oh, she take me back to the beginning again. So,
Okay,
wow.
Finish.
Thank you so much for my lesson.
You're welcome.
Say hello to my friends.
Hello.
Tell them your English name.
My English name is Tiana.
Tiana. What
Tiana.
does it? Tiana 中文什么意思？
甜甜。
甜甜
Sweet.
英文什么意思？
Sweet.
So she's saying that her Chinese name means sweet. What's the rule when you have two of these? This one becomes that one?
It's the same, 撇 and 点.
Oh, Pierre, Dian. Oh.
It's two words.
Oh, I thought this one, when you have two of them, like this one is going to change.
It's
Oh, okay, alright, okay. Alright, so with every possible word, we have to use some of these, basically these, to create the character. Okay,
I don't know.
yeah, I get it.
But it's too many Chinese words.
Yeah, I know. I'm not asking about the word, but I'm just thinking about, it's just like in English. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So with whatever word you try to create in English, you must use the 26, any one of the 26 letters. That is what I'm trying to find out
But
from
in
this.
Chinese, it's too.
Use characters. Because the thing is that, whereas we write letters, Chinese is what we call pictorial. I want to teach you that word, pictorial. That means it's pictures, it's based on pictures. Because when you write pictures, it's like, so I can write one over there. It's like if I see you have one over there, that looks like a man. See? Look at that. What's that?
Fang.
Fang. You see, I don't even know what I'm writing. I'm just looking at the picture. It looks like a picture, like a man holding out his hand. That's what I say. Pictorial. So it's like a picture.
I know.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what because ancient languages are pictorial, like Hebrew. If you go to Middle Eastern countries, that is the same thing like Chinese. When we give ourselves names in English, there's no meaning behind it. We just give a name. But in Chinese, every name has a meaning.
Yeah.
You know what's the meaning of your Chinese name? Don't tell me your name. I forget your name. Don't tell me. Zhang Miao Miao.
Yeah.
Zhang Miao Miao 什么意思? You don't know your name? Meaning?
I know.
Oh, but you can't explain in English. Oh, I see.
It's some kind of magic and beautiful.
See there? You see? Wow. Wow, see? Fantastic. Wow. So her name is, I can't say it like with the right tone. So remember, basically with this video, we're talking about like the 4 different tones that we use in Chinese. But I can't say it like her, but I know it's Zhang Miao Miao. But I don't know if I'm saying it right. Can I say your name?
张妙妙.
See, she's saying Zhang Miao Miao. But based on what she just said, Zhang, So if I were to make a guess about Jam, meow, don't tell. I want to find out if, don't tell me. I'm gonna use my brain now to see if I can tell if it's that or if it's that or. Jam, meow, jam. That sounds like it's going down. Jam. What is that, man?
张
Oh, it's the first tone. Oh, you see, it's the first tone.
张 and 中
Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
Same pitch. Jam.
and 中 is the same.
So what about meow meow? What is that?
The
It's going down?
The first. Yes, going down.
It's so jam meow meow. Wow, jeez, man. But you know, can I believe it, people? I've been in China for almost 4 years, and it's like really now I'm really understanding, you know, the structure of Chinese in terms of like how they, you know, because sometimes I'm speaking to the people, they don't understand what I'm saying. I can speak a little bit of Chinese, but they're looking at me like, what is he saying, you know? But I understand better now. So, all right, what else are you going to teach me? Anything else you want to teach me? You want to teach me how to write something?
I want to teach you to write
Yeah.
the simple words.
Okay, go ahead, show me.
上
All right, so,
up 上
all right, so if I'm writing shang, do I have to write like
Shu.
shu first, or
Yeah,
can
shu.
what if I want to write hung first? I always have to write shu first. Shu, then what is this part
和
called?
身呢上面这个 you should write the
Right, the small one first.
yes,
Oh, so you always write the small one first, or you don't have to?
it's not
A must. It depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I see. Because if somebody wants to write like ren, now, maybe they want to write the na first.
一般先写左边 first the left is
Oh, you go from the left. Okay, I see. Hey, ni hao, you're a student, right? So we're gonna have to stop. All right, thank you so much. Say hi, my friend Samir. All right, so this
thank
is
you, bye bye.
Jang, meow.
You're right.
All right, thank you guys. See you guys. Take care. All the best. All right, good. All right, thank you. I'm learning a lot of Chinese. Man.